Hi everyone, this is Kaelyn with Create Your Future. I want to wish you guys a happy Monday, and I also just wanted to come on here and give you a few tips and pointers on how to get out of the state of trying to manifest, because there's a fine line between trying to manifest and actually just being the person that already have their desires. But before we get into the video, I do want to remind you about my course. I have a sale going on, a 70% off sale off my course, Manifest the Life of Your Dreams. So if you are interested in taking my course and getting more of a routine and a step-by-step process on manifesting in multiple areas of your life, the information will be below. And we are also holding a contest. So if you are interested in entering, the information will be below as well. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's get into the video. So, like I said earlier, there's a fine line between manifesting and trying to manifest. I know that, oftentimes we are trying to manifest and we think that, we're doing everything right. And it's often very confusing when you first start, because we're used to putting in effort. We're used to, thinking that our hard work is what changes our reality. And I'm not saying that action does not work. And if you have an assumption that hard work changes your reality, it's going to change your reality. But when it comes to manifesting, you do not need to work hard at it, and you do not need to do it from a place of lack. And when I say work hard, that's what I mean. I mean working and doing your techniques from a place of lack. That's the difference between trying to manifest and just manifesting or just being. So when you're doing your techniques, I want you to ask yourself, I want you to really sit and ask yourself, am I doing this out of desperation? Am I doing this because I'm trying to get a certain outcome? And of course, we are doing all of our manifestation techniques to manifest what we want. However, I want you to do it from a place of knowing that it's done. As soon as you state your desires, it's done. As soon as you visualize what you want, it's done. Whereas when you're trying to manifest, you don't think that's done. You do your techniques and you're like, okay, what else do I have to do? What's the bridge of incidence? How can I, manipulate the 3D? Am I doing enough? You're not fully trusting that it's done. I want you to trust that it's done, and trust that you are going to be led and called to take whatever actions or whatever steps that you need to take for your desires to show up in this physical reality. People are going to shift. It does not matter. Like Neville said, it does not matter if it's 1,000 people. People are going to shift to give you your desires. The universe, God, whoever your higher power is shifting all of this to give you your desires. You just have to focus on that, because you are the creator of your reality. And I want you to know, as soon as you do this, it's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. And one thing that really helps me and a lot of my clients is observing our thoughts. Throughout the day, I want you to observe your thoughts. I want you to observe, what are you thinking? What is triggering you? And that's a quick way to identify your blocks. You know, coming to coaching is good. You know, it's very helpful for all of us, but you do not need coaching. You can identify your blocks. You can do everything on your own. You know, I don't want you to think that, you know, as coaches, we're withholding information. We're not giving you guys everything, but it's all in front of you. You know, it's great to, you know, work with a coach, because sometimes we see things that you cannot see for yourself, but the process is simple. I promise you, the process is simple. We're telling you everything that you need to do. So don't think that there's something missing, that you have to find another technique. You have to purchase a whole bunch of different courses. You have to work with different coaches, and it's all within you. I want you to know that it's all within you. So your desires are within you. God, the universe, it's all within you. And you already have it. Get out of the state of trying to have it. Get out of the state of being outside looking in. Know that it's in you. You know, I want you to have a self-concept that's so high where you actually believe and know that what you want wants you back even more, because it does. It truly does, because that's the only reason that you have the desire. That's the only reason that you want these certain things, is because it's for you. And just as far as like more practical ways to embody this, like I said earlier, you know, observe your thoughts, because oftentimes, you know, our opposing thoughts are going to tell us what our blocks are. So, you know, one thing I like to do is, when I feel myself spiraling, when I notice myself spiraling, I like to take a second and be aware. One thing that helps me is journaling. You know, a lot of people are afraid of journaling because, well, they're afraid of journaling their negative thoughts because they think that it might manifest. It's not going to manifest, because you are releasing all of these negative thoughts and you're identifying it. Sometimes it's just easier to write things down because you get a better sense of clarity. And you also, it's something about writing that just tells you or shows you that you're not your thoughts. When you write out your thought, you're like, wow, like this is just a thought. And I want you to remember that. I want you to remember that throughout the day. You are not your thoughts. Your thoughts do not control you. You control your thoughts. Okay? Remember that. So writing out those negative thoughts when you are in like a negative state, and identifying them and flipping them, and, you know, really shifting them in your favor, and tell yourself while you're writing, like, okay, like I'm going to get it out and I'm going to release it, and I'm going to go to my new story. As soon as I go to my new story, it's done. It was already done, but it's done. You know, I want you to go back to being the person that you want to be, in the reality that you want to be in, because we instantly shift into different realities all the time. Remember that. So there's no need to try. There's no need to be in a state of yearning for your desires, because it's done. And another sign that you need to look out for, that I noticed in a lot of my clients, is noticing the lack and noticing how long it's taking. Because when we are looking at how long it's taking. We're coming from a space of, I don't have it. We're coming from a space of trying to manifest and not really manifesting. When you have it, when you are actually manifesting your desires, you're having fun. You're living your best life. You are, at the very least, you're just cool. Like you're focused on other things. You're good. Like, and this could look different ways. I'm not saying that you have to be happy-go-lucky all the time to manifest. But most of the time, we are not focused on the time. We are not focused on how long it's taking when we're manifesting things. Because when you're focused on, okay, this is taking so long, you are affirming that. Everything that you say, everything that you think is an affirmation. So make sure your affirmations are aligned to your desires. So I want you to remember that. And one thing that is going to really help you, throughout the day to stay on your mental diet is meditation. I'm a huge advocate for meditation. And that's one thing that I really want you guys to practice, because when you are used to sitting down and watching your thoughts, you are aware of your thoughts, the thoughts that do not serve you. And you are able to shift them quicker when you are aware of them than when you're just on autopilot. And oftentimes when you are in meditation, you know that you're not your thoughts. And I've been through this, and a lot of my clients been through this as well, where, we are observing our thoughts and we are like trying to flip our thoughts, but it's from a place of, I'm battling with my thoughts. It's from a place of, oh, I don't want these negative thoughts to manifest. Of course, we don't want you to manifest your negative thoughts. We don't want you to, dwell on we don't want you to dwell on your negative thoughts. But I want you to remember that your thoughts do not have any power over you. The more you fight with your thoughts, the more you are afraid of your negative thoughts to manifest, the more you're saying that this thought has power over me. So when you do have a negative opposing thought, I want you to remind yourself, okay, this has no power over me. This is something that, that I can work on. And keep affirming in my favor instead of this thought. I don't want you to give it too much power. And one thing that you can do as well is revise even having that thought. Like, say, you know what? Like, I always have positive thoughts. Like, one thing, like, I want you guys to remember is, if all of our thoughts manifested throughout the day, our life will be chaos. So your negative thoughts do not have any power over you. And another thing is, I want you guys to really have the assumption that your positive thoughts manifest even quicker than your negative thoughts. Or even that your negative thoughts don't manifest at all. Because I have an assumption, I think I've always had this assumption that my positive thoughts manifest quicker than my negative thoughts. And I think that most people have this assumption. I think that it's just something that happens, because I was just telling my client this. giving my client this example, I know that a lot of you guys probably experienced this, but there's been many times where I had a presentation or something I had to do in front of people, and I was very nervous, and I felt like I did a horrible job. And people would tell me, "Oh my gosh, Kaelyn, you did so good." Or, I would end up doing better than I expected, even with tests or something like that. So, everyone is you pushed out, but I want you to know that your positive thoughts have more power over you, or your positive thoughts are more effective than your negative thoughts. And you can also, I want you to think about your spirituality when you think about this. Like, I want you to know that, your higher power they got you, like, you are covered, and, you're always supported. So when you know this, you're able to relax more, and you're able to get out of a space of desperation, and you're able to get out of the space of, oh, I have to fight with my negative thoughts. And that's really like the whole that's the whole objective around being aware of your thoughts and manifesting, is to really get in a space of relaxation and knowing, and shift yourself out of the space of desperation and trying to manifest. Okay? I want you to know that you got this. I want you to know that the universe is always supporting you. What you say goes. You're still the operant power. You are the God of your reality. So what you say goes. And really stand in that. And know that it's done. Every time you want to look outside, you want to look outside of yourself for something, know that it's done. You already got it. You are powerful. You are beyond powerful. So there's no need to try to manifest. So I hope this helped a lot. Just to recap, some techniques and some practical tips is to be aware of your thoughts. Meditation helps a lot with this. And, don't be afraid to journal when you are having those negative thoughts. Get it out on paper, release it, flip it, and know that you are fully supported. God is within you. You are fully supported, and everything is working out in your favor. Know that. Really know that. Have faith in that, and persist with your affirmations. Persist with your manifestation technique. With that knowing, don't do it from a place of lack. Do it from a place of knowing that it's done. It's done, and everything is working out for you. So I want to thank you guys for watching. I want you to remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And also have a good week. I don't know what day this is you guys are watching this, but have a happy Monday. And I intend that this helped you guys throughout the rest of your week. And I'm available for coaching if you need any personalized help. And thanks again. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.